For sure. How are you? Wonderful. Are you here for those books? Of course. I did set them aside for you. I knew there were quite a few that you wanted to borrow from me. Had you decided on which one you wanted first? Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books that you had been interested in. I know, it's such a hard choice, choosing a book. Well, I can go over them with you if you prefer. Do you have a moment? Okay, let me just put my books to the side. Let's start with this book. Yes, it is rather large. Just remind myself, this book does have 235 pages. So it is a little lengthier, depending on how fast you read. If I find myself lost in a story, I simply can't put the book down. So this first one is called Kissed by an Angel. I'll just go ahead and read the back for you so you have an idea. When her boyfriend Tristan died, Ivy thought she'd lost everything, even her faith in angels. But now she's discovered that her guardian angel, his presence so strong that she can feel the touch of his hand, the beat of his heart. Ivy needs Tristan now more than ever because he knows she's in terrible danger. Only Ivy's guardian angel can save her now that his killer is after her. But if Tristan rescues Ivy, his mission on Earth will be finished, and he must leave her behind forever. Will saving Ivy mean losing her just when he's finally reached her again? A bit of a love story with, of course, the angel twist. This one is by Elizabeth Chandler. Is this one that you still want to think about? Right. Moving on to the next one then. Let's do this one here. I believe it's smaller than the last. Let me check. This one is actually 302 pages, so it is longer than the first book. All about how the book is put together, and the size of the words, of course. So this book is The Secret Life of the Bees. The Secret Life of the Bees tells the story of Lily Owens, whose life has been shaped around the blurred memory of the afternoon her mother was killed. When Lily's fierce-hearted black stand-in mother, Rosalind, insults 3 of the deepest racists in town, Lily decides to spring them both free. They escape to Tiburon, South Carolina, a town that holds the secret to her mother's past. Taken in by an eccentric trio of black beekeeping sisters, Lily is introduced to their mesmerizing world of bees and honey and the Black Madonna. This is a remarkable novel about divine female power, a story that women will share and pass on to their daughters for years to come. I would say that this book has more of family themes, while the first is more of a love story. Just depending on what type of book you're interested. To begin with, of course, you can always come and borrow books from me. I don't mind. I'm always stopping by the library myself. Alright. Just another one to keep in mind. And then we have this book here. Just check. I do believe that this one is a part of a series. Yes, Thirst, and it's number 1, so it is part of a series. This one has 594 pages, so longer. But I don't mind the size of the font. A supernatural vibe, if you will. So, Elisa has been in control of her urges for the 5,000 years she has been a vampire. She feeds but does not kill, and she lives her life on the fringe to maintain her secret. But when her creator returns to hunt her, she must break her own rules in order to survive. Her quest leads to Ray. He is the only person who can help her. He also has every reason to fear her. Elisa must get closer to him to ensure her mortality. But as she begins to fall in love with Ray, suddenly there is more at stake than her own life. Back to the love stories. Of course, with a twist, as she is a vampire. Here on top. Next, we have this lovely book here. This is more of a different story, as it's written more as diary entries, you could say. This is The Perks of Being a Wallflower. And has 213 pages. This is a story of what it's like to grow up in high school. More intimate than a diary, Charlie's letters are singular and unique, hilarious and devastating. We may not know where he lives, we may not know whom he is writing. All we know is the world he shares. Caught between trying to live his life and trying to run from it puts him on a strange course through uncharted territory. The world of first dates, family dramas, and new friends. The world of sex, drugs, and the Rocky Horror Picture Show, where all you need is the perfect song on that perfect drive to feel infinite. More of a growing up story. There's a female character in this book that I really enjoy. Her name is Sam. Two more for you. Next, this is another part of a very popular series. If you like magic, this is Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or the Philosopher's Stone, depending on which issue you have. So this is the first in a very long series. I'll go ahead and read it to you so you can remember what it's about. Harry Potter has never played a sport while flying on a broomstick. He's never worn a cloak of invisibility, befriended a giant, or helped hatch a dragon. All Harry knows is a miserable life with the Dursleys, his horrible aunt and uncle, and their abominable son Dudley. Harry's room is a tiny closet at the foot of the stairs, and he hasn't had a birthday party in 11 years. But all that about to change when a mysterious letter arrives by owl messenger. A letter with an invitation to a wonderful place he's never dreamed existed. There he finds not only friends, aerial sports, and magics around every corner, but a great destiny that's been waiting for him, if Harry can survive the encounter. Very popular series, as I said. My favorite character in this series has to be Hermione, of course. And then moving on to the final book that you had thought about borrowing from me. This one is also part of a series, but this is the second book in the series, so I'm not entirely sure if you wanted to read the first one first. It's always good to begin a series at the beginning. This is part of the Twilight series, so this is the second one, New Moon. It's surrounding vampires and werewolves. The main character, Bella, is actually hanging out with a wolf for most of this book. Deciding if she's fallen for the vampire or fallen for the wolf. It's crazy, really, thinking of a girl falling for a beast like that. But you might enjoy this book, perhaps, but maybe we should set this one aside and you should read the first one first instead of starting with the sequel. We'll set New Moon to the side then. So then we have the 5 books left. We have Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, Perks of Being a Wallflower, Thirst, The Secret Life Beads, and Kissed by an Angel. Which one would I choose? It's hard to say. I could reread all of these books. Let me look. Let me just start you with the first one, Kissed by an Angel. And from there, you can of course borrow these other ones once you finish this book, if you like. I hope that you enjoy this book. I myself am sticking to these two. Fascinating, really. I can't wait to see where the characters go, what path they choose to take. Oh, yeah. Please, here's the book. Enjoy it, and have a lovely day.